Alright, what is up, you far out interdimensional beings? Today, I am going to do the top 10 coins of 2022. Now, why am I doing the top 10 coins of 2022? Because 2021 isn't over. Well, we're entering a bear market. There he is, saying hi. And, institutions have dumped crypto hardcore. China came out and banned crypto, which I think they will reverse in the future. I just think that the hype is real right now. And then after that, or before that, Elon dumped it with his tweets and market manipulation. And then from there, the United States stepped in and said that they're going to hire like 84,000 employees or something for the IRS and taxes, blah, 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 crypto, blah, 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 and then the market tanked. So, however, the market tanked so bad that a lot of people think that we are now in a bear market. So, being in a bear market, I want to go over some of the things to keep your head above water, to keep your mind in the right place, because with all of this meme coin bullshit that's been going on, a lot of people have gotten the wrong message about crypto, and that's led to a lot of FUD. There is $52 or $54 billion right now tied up in meme coins, and there was a lot more. All of the meme coins like decreased in value by, there was over like 100 billion. So that's like 5% of the whole market, because it was at around 2 trillion, and 100 billion would be about 5% of the whole market. So that's a lot to be given away to meme coins, especially when other industries and crypto categories do not receive that same attention. So in 2022, I think with even, throughout the bull market, a lot of these companies are going to be working on a lot of great things, and definitely next time the Bitcoin halving comes around, where in 2025 it gets halved again, and then the next big bull market comes, that's going to be the next mainstream adoption. By that time, a lot of these projects that are being developed in 2022 are going to flourish. They might even flourish in 2022, because just because the price is low and the market is bearish doesn't mean that these companies aren't working on the things that they're supposed to be working on. So they're going to come out with a lot of great things over the next 3 years. So I just want to keep a level head with this, because a lot of this has to do with market manipulation and a lot of just bull crap that's been going on, and it's gonna take us some time to recover. I don't think it's gonna shoot right back up to 100,000 by the end of the year. I think it's gonna take a few months for us to see 60K again with Bitcoin, and if it does hit 100K by the end of the year, great. I want to be wrong. So let's hope for the best but expect the worst, and let's get into it. So, top 10 coins of 2022. So, you see me down here, I'm real tiny now, because I want you to see what I've got going on up here. So, basically, wait, maybe I can just poof over to the other side of the screen. Huh, well, what about right here? Huh, well, that'll do, alright. So, here we are in the middle of the screen. Now, I think Internet Computer is going to 5x itself by the end of 2022, and here's why I give that prediction. So right now, Internet Computer is sitting somewhere around $150. So $150 times 5 is $750. And it was already at like 300 something off the top of my head, and it dropped substantially due to this current drop. And I definitely think that they are going to be one of the top contenders over the next few years. I think that they have a lot on their plate. There's a lot that they said they were going to do that they have to do. So giving them time to do those things, I think that their 2021 roadmap is going to be lived up to, and I hope that their 2022 roadmap far surpasses this one. And with that, in a bear market, with things continuing on a downtrend, I still think that by the end of 2022, you could easily see this at $750. I check this video out at the end of 2022. You know, I'm gonna be shocked either way. But I definitely think that Internet Computer, one of my favorite things I've looked into so far. It's so new. I think it has a way better head start than Tron did in 2017, and I think that they're gonna really kick butt. I think that they've got a far better team than Tron, and I think they're gonna beat them to the punch, unfortunately. I was a big fan of Tron, but I think that Internet Computer really knows what they're doing. They're gonna revolutionize the internet as we know it. So definitely a 5x in my opinion. It's worth 5x in my head. When it's all hype and everyone's talking about it and everyone's got, you know, nodes in their house and everything, I'd pay $750 for one. You know. The next one is VeChain. VeChain has been one of my favorite coins since 2017 because it has one of the best use cases out there. They are, I would essentially term it up as a logistics company, and there are some other logistics companies out there on the rise, but I don't think that they're going to do what VeChain does. VeChain's already a multi-billion-dollar coin, and I think that it is going to the moon, and it will revolutionize the supply chain distribution worldwide, and I think that definitely deserves a 10x. Currently, right now, it is at about 10 cents, so I think it will be well over $1 within the next year and a half. This is a severe underestimate. Where you see these numbers coming from is not my bull market brain. They are my bear market brain. So it is a prediction coming from, if everything else is going down, where do I see these things being at the end of 2022? I think that the bull market being 3 months long this time, from February to May, I think that the bear market might not be as long. The bear market might be a month. The bear market might be 2 months. And then we might head back into a pretty strong bull market. I don't know. That's a pretty good educated guess, I think. But I don't think that I can predict the future like other people, you know. I definitely think that these predictions are just going off of, if it goes down like it did in 2017 for the next 3 years, then this is where I think we're going to be. If a bull market happens, then you know, might be conservative with these estimates that I'm giving you for a bull market. This might be a 20, a 30x. It might be even more. If it comes back even higher than it was, sure, of course, it's going to go through the roof. But with a bear market ahead of us and thinking that that's where we're going to be until the next Bitcoin halving, this is where my numbers are coming from. So I definitely think that we're going to see $1 VeChain by the end of 2022, because they're going to revolutionize the supply chain distribution throughout the world. And that's an amazing, amazing thing that they're doing. Next, Ethereum Classic. Yeah, you see it. Yeah. A 10x again. A 10x again, because I think today it's sitting around $66-ish. It might have fallen again. Everything is going nuts right now. I think it's going nuts. So it's a 10x from here. I think it's going to be about $600. It was already well past 100, and it is well on its way up. Here's what's going to make Ethereum Classic 10x. Ethereum is running into some issues right now, and at the end of the 2021 they are going to switch to proof of stake. So that leaves Ethereum Classic as the only programmable smart contract that has a finite supply, and that leaves them to be the only one that's like that. So that is a real differentiating factor when you were the only one in an industry of thousands of coins. So they are going to really split away from Ethereum at the end of this year, giving them an immense power in 2022, whatever 2022 holds. So I think that you're definitely going to see that be around $600 if things go poorly. Next, come rocket crypto. So it's porn for crypto. What do I need to say? You know, like, whether or not you're into porn, do you think porn is a profitable industry? Is that a profitable thing? Is OnlyFans a profitable company? You know, it's gonna work. You know, $3 is my guess at the end of 2022. I think it could far surpass this. I think it could hit $10 if a bull market comes back, because this coin is on fire. And right now they don't even have their platform up. They don't have the OnlyFans section of that up. They only have the NFT market set up right now. So the users that would be the content creators on that site would create NFTs of themselves and put it on the marketplace, and that's what's going on right now. But the platform for them to create content is not there yet. So seriously, come rocket crypto is sitting at like 0.05 today. So we've already seen it hit 24-25 cents. So I think that with the launch of that, and with, you know, some heavy marketing, they could hit $3 within the next year and a half. I'm so optimistic about this one because I just think that this one is just a sure bet. This is not financial advice. Look at me, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do think that I have a decent eye for identifying trends, and I'm trying to be conservative, understanding that we're going into a bull market. Money is coming out of the crypto market, but the faith is still there. Everyone that had faith in crypto earlier this year still has faith in it now. Any of the paper hands that are out now, it's a small number. You know, what's happening now is institutional movements and a few paper hands getting out, which is totally fine because everyone that's in this to win it is still in. So $3, come rocket crypto, end of 2022. Polkadot, sorry about the logo, I'm just a terrible content creator. Polkadot, one of the best ecosystems. They gained a lot of momentum this bull run. I think it could be $50 by the end of 2022, and that is if they do nothing. They're at like $20 right now, which is insane because I thought I got in on Polkadot early. I thought I got a great price, and now I am losing money. So it is pretty insane how far Polkadot just fell, but that gives it a little bit more room to grow. And I think it topped out at like $40 before it crashed. So $50, very conservative estimate. It does have a long way to climb. That's about a 2.5x, super conservative, but that's just assuming that they grow. Now, one more thing I want to address with this is I don't think that they are going to have a bear market like we saw in 2017. We are in the middle of mass adoption. We are no longer in 2017. That is a year that has passed, and people are more understanding and aware of crypto, and they're entering the market. And I just think that you're going to see a dip in a bear market, but they're going to oscillate much more than what happened a few years ago. I think there's going to be a lot more movement over the next 3 years than there was from 2017 to 2020. So think about that. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Next, Cardano. Cardano doesn't even have the actual project launched yet, and their smart contract platform is going to launch here shortly, and they also are in Africa doing some good work there, and I think that is going to really make them stand out. I think that they are providing infrastructure that nobody else is fulfilling that need in Africa, and I think that is going to go a long way for Cardano. I do see them at $10 by the end of 2022, and they reached, I forget what it was, like $2 or $3 right now before the crash, and they are at a definite fall, and we'll see where that's at. So they were somewhere around $2 or $3 before the crash, and now they're at $1. So I do think that they're going to 10x when their platform comes out. They're a multi-billion-dollar coin, so they're definitely going to be doing some heavy moving in the next year and a half. Next, Monero. I think that they're going to 3x. They're somewhere around 150, 160 right now, and they are going to definitely be, yeah, 450. Honestly, I think I can go a little bit higher than that. They are a private crypto, so this is going to keep your crypto private, and I think that this is important, not just because people don't like the IRS and people don't like the government of the world. They don't like the US government, they don't like the Chinese government, whatever government you don't like. It's more so that your crypto should be kept private because of hacking, you know, because hacking is a possibility. You know, your finances are now digital, so keeping them protected at all costs is super important. You can't trust centralized agencies to give you your, you know, crypto back if it's stolen. Like, that's just not how it's going to work in the future. So keeping it private, it goes beyond just not wanting the government to be involved in your finances. It's keeping yourself safe, and that is extremely important when moving into the crypto space. So Monero leads the pack with that, and I definitely think they're going to be at 450. They were already somewhere around that. I just think that they're going to run into some heavy issues with regulation coming up. You know, they've already got all these problems right now with regulation. I think Monero is going to see the most heat out of that. So I'm going to give them a conservative 3x, 450 by the time that 2022 ends. Pancake swap. So Ethereum is almost useless with these gas fees. Nobody middle class or poor can use them. Only the rich can use Ethereum right now, and that is crack. So I definitely think that if Ethereum fixes that, then this may pan out differently. But PancakeSwap 4x from where they're at. They're somewhere around $20 right now, and I'm not giving exact prices right now because the market is fluctuating wildly while I'm making this video. So it's somewhere around $20 right now. I definitely think that they could be an $80 coin by the end of 2022. Their max was somewhere around 40. I just think they got a long way to grow from here, so we're going to see that, but I definitely think that they are a good alternative to Uniswap, and the difference between those two is that Uniswap uses Ethereum, PancakeSwap uses the Binance Smart Chain, and it is bringing this Binance Smart Chain up with it. And there's an incredible increase of demand with PancakeSwap, and they're handling it way better than Ethereum did. So 4x on PancakeSwap. The Sandbox and Engine Coin, I just threw it in because the Sandbox is a pretty cool game. I think it's like Minecraft, but almost Minecraft, but better with NFTs. You can create things, you can sell them on the marketplace, you can create worlds. There's a whole plethora of things that you can do and create in the Sandbox and make money from. And Engine Coin also allows that. You know, it's just a foundation, a building block of blockchain games. So I think that Engine Coin and the Sandbox are really gonna 5x themselves, as long as other gaming companies don't implement NFTs into their games. And what I mean by this is that the Sandbox kind of came out with the premise that it's meat and potatoes is that it is a blockchain game. It has NFTs and you can make money from it. But if Activision comes out and Call of Duty all of a sudden has NFTs and all the guns and all the skins and all that stuff are NFTs that you can resell, then that is going to pose an issue to the Sandbox, because this is a game that's like the first of its kind. So not really the first one ever, but it's one of the first, you know, and they're solving a lot of the problems that NFT and blockchain games need solved. And when they solve these issues and it becomes common knowledge, is that going to pave the way for the gaming industry to just jump right in? I don't know. But I definitely think that if that doesn't happen, then Sandbox and Engine Coin have hella promise. 5x, no problem. They're somewhere around $1 right now. Sandbox is at like 33 cents. So 33 cents times 5, that's somewhere around $2 and some change. So Engine Coin is sitting somewhere around $1. I can easily see that as a $5 coin, no problem. That they had a great run, this bull run, and they're only going to get better. So Sandbox and Engine Coin, 5x 2022. Now, I kind of cheated. I didn't go through all the coins, and if you're still listening at this point, I've got a surprise for you. Helium. If you haven't heard of Helium, just type that into CoinMarketCap, do your research, click on their website, find out as much as you can about Helium. It's one I forgot to add to this video, and I didn't feel like going back and adding it in because I want to talk about decentralized social media. So real quick, pause this video, come back to this video, but pause it, and then go check out Helium, and then come back and thank me later in the comments. But decentralized social media, that's going to be one of the next biggest contenders. This thing is going to fly through the roof. When people understand what this is, it's really going to take off, because I think it's going to take all the money out of meme coins. Hopefully, I hope it does. That's what I want. So decentralized social media, you're going to be taking your content, creating your content, and getting paid for it. So Instagram, cutting off organic growth like they did and implementing their own ads just the way that Facebook does. They're obviously owned by Facebook, but Instagram taking their organic growth away and then it becoming TikTok. That's the next platform. TikTok comes under so much heat because it's from the Chinese government and all the information that they keep. So we really have a need in this world for decentralized social media. Not only is this already a thing, people are making this, but it almost an exact replica of Instagram. But I'm also going to do a video on the coin soon. But Internet Computer also paves the way for decentralized social media platforms to exist. So even if the one that I'm about to show you in one of the next videos doesn't, succeed, then there will be something else that will be probably implemented through the Internet Computer. And basically what they do is you have subscribers. So people come and they subscribe to your channel, but they call it staking. So they buy the social media coin, they stake it on your profile, and then they earn that coin from staking it on your profile. So the platform rewards you for rewarding content creators that you like. So it's going to be wild, wild, wild west. Here we are, and I think the whole thing is going to 10x itself by 2022, because these things are already in development. There's going to be some wild competition going on, and I think that you're going to see some great things by the end of 2022, even if we remain in a bear market all the way till then. And what I mean by 10x of decentralized social media is just in general, the whole category itself. The next one is privacy and decentralized exchanges. Crypto has a real need to be kept private. I already went over that. Hackers and governments don't need access to your funds. Be your own bank and be private about it. And I think that that's going to be a huge thing that comes into play over the next couple years. It's also going to be the thing that saves crypto, because when governments are coming for all of this regulation and they want to centralize everything, you have to visualize the whole crypto space as a balance of centralized and decentralized finance. And when centralized finance comes to take over decentralized finance, it's just not going to work. But there's going to be a hell of a fight. There's going to be a lot of fluctuations in the market, and it's going to be a little bit of a war. But I definitely think that privacy and decentralized exchanges keeping, forward, I think that they are going to help us as the end user continue to be our own bank, to continue to keep our information private, and to keep the balance between decentralized finance and centralized finance in the market. Talking about my assumptions for where I got some of these numbers, I already kind of went over that a little bit, but I think the overall market cap will be somewhere around 3 to 4 trillion. Yeah, even in a bear market, I think that there will be long-term growth. I think that things will, be in a bear market for a few months and a bull market for a few months. And like I said, it'll oscillate between the two. But I'm hoping that the whole market takes its time over the next year and a half to 3 to 4x itself from where it's at. It's somewhere around 1.5 trillion or just even a little under that today. So I think that it will definitely grow to a point where the market cap is around 3 to 4 trillion. I think that the next Bitcoin halving in 2025, good luck finding this video in 2025, but I think it'll be somewhere around 10 trillion because the market at least 10x'd itself from 2017. So I think that that is a reasonable thing because Bitcoin will have been around for so long, and it's going to be even more scarce and more valuable than it is right now. Which is only at like 30K right now, but it's going to be really, really expensive when the market cap is at 10 trillion. Because, even if it has, 30%, 40% market dominance, that's 4 trillion, and that's a 4x from where it was. So around 60K, it was at about a trillion, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit more. So I definitely think that that's going to, at least 3 or 4x itself at the 10 trillion mark. The next assumption I have is that the government regulations hit the market in 2021 and 2022. This is going to be a long, drawn-out battle, and we're going to see a lot of things happen because a lot of currencies, fiat currencies around the world, are really swaying right now. So if we have there's the possibility for widespread adoption because of some sort of fiat disaster. Off the top of my head, if the US experiences hyperinflation in any way, I think that cryptocurrency will be right there to balance it out and to get Americans through a hyperinflation crisis. So you don't know what can happen. So moving on. Here are my extras. Wait, real quick. Alright, so I have some other suggestions. I think that there's going to be some industries that really start to boom. What are those industries? Well, they're listed on the screen. So I think stablecoins are going to be wild. I think that once somebody creates a private stablecoin, it is going to hugely impact fiat currency around the world. Stablecoins are a wonder in and of themselves, so I think that they are going to definitely see a wider, they're going to see more adoption as the years go on. And I definitely think that by the end of 2022, a year and a half from now, maintaining a bull market, you're going to see these industries start adapting to crypto more than we ever have before. So communications, I think that there's a small number of coins or companies that are involved in communications right now. So there's a lot of room for growth in that and a lot of opportunity. So I don't doubt in my mind that over the next year and a half you'll see some more enter the market, but the ones that are there right now have some decent projects going, and they can possibly boom by the end of 2022. Social media and content creation, we already went over that, but here are the stats for that. These are the categories. And then AI and big data. Jobs are going to be a huge thing. You already know of Fiverr and Upwork. Well, I think that there's going to be companies that come out that are just like Upwork that allow freelancers to make money in cryptocurrency. And I think that's going to take everybody a very, very long way. And I think people are going to love that, especially if they're able to adapt stablecoins to it, to their platform. Then stablecoins being adapted to all of these industries is it's gonna blow everybody's mind, because that's gonna be the real widespread adaptation. That's gonna make it user friendly for everybody. Everybody, there's so many steps in Ethereum and transaction fees, and we may understand it. We may understand how to do it and the process. You had to learn it, so how hard was that in the beginning? So understand, newcomers are going to have a hard time doing that, and some of them are going to come and say, hey, I don't even want to do this anymore. So stablecoins give you a very user-friendly $1 type thing, so they don't have to do all these calculations in their head if the price changes and whatnot. So it's going to be a game changer for sure. So the next one is energy, and that is a good one. There's a lot of projects. I've covered a few of them myself. Restart Energy and Sun Contract. That's it. Sun Contract and Restart Energy. You can check those videos out on my channel. And I definitely think that that's going to be a huge one, because the world is in a climate change crisis and we are switching over to renewable energies, and I think crypto is going to be right there to help. The next one is health. The healthcare industry is booming. I did a medical chain video when my camera equipment was really shitty, and since then it did skyrocket, but because of this dip it's back down. It's not good right now. But I do think that over the course of time, blockchain is going to revolutionize the healthcare industry, and why wouldn't a crypto be a part of that? At least one of them. But there are a few, and here they are. There's a bunch of competitors right now, so go check out that category and see which one's best, and drop it in the comments below. Social money is the next one, and I think that people making money as a community is definitely going to pop off, especially if universal basic income is implemented almost anywhere worldwide, because crypto is worldwide. So if you see universal basic income coming, you might want to check out the category of social money. Gaming and entertainment. This is an interesting one because the gaming industry has boomed this bull market, and there's been a lot of news around gaming, blockchain games, NFTs, things like that. So I definitely think that those are two categories that are really interconnected. Again, here's gaming and here is entertainment. So you've already seen some of those overlap. They're definitely going to boom together. So the next one is marketing. Companies are going to need crypto marketers. They're going to need some sort of platform to spread their good news, whatever their brand is. They're going to need to market their brand in the crypto world. And I definitely think the category of marketing is going to fulfill that need. Real estate. I've already covered property. That's my best one, my favorite one, because I think it's going to definitely replace companies like Zillow and a realtor, because they have everything that those platforms have, but they also have a transaction platform, so you could actually make the purchase of real estate with cryptocurrency through Proppy. Who knows when that'll be, but by the end of 2022, I definitely think that they're going to be much farther along than they are now. And then hospitality and travel. I've already covered one of them, which is Travala. There's another one that's a good competitor, Locktrip. They're really, really neck and neck. I definitely think Locktrip might even be the better of the two. Travala has dropped in price significantly, while Locktrip has been kind of fine. I don't know which one's going to be the victor, but I do think that right now Travala is at a great, great price. I have not seen something like that in quite some time. I did not even think it would ever hit that number again, but here we are. It's definitely under $3 right now, so that is a steal in my opinion, because I could definitely see that one. I saw it 10xing itself at $7, let alone 10xing itself at $2 and whatever change it is right now. And the last one, insurance. I haven't covered anything with insurance because insurance is super freaking boring, dude. Who cares about insurance? But nevertheless, it is an industry, and it is going to pop off in cryptocurrency because the blockchain is going to revolutionize the way we use insurance and look at insurance, and it's just going to make everything much more clear cut. I definitely think it'll keep insurance companies from ripping people off, and hopefully that's the hope, but let's see where it goes. And the last one is NFTs. That goes hand in hand with the gaming and entertainment. As you can see, a few of them overlap as well. I definitely think NFTs are going to boom, but don't forget you've got Binance Smart Chain NFTs, you've got Refinable, the platform, you've got OpenSea, you've got Rarible, you've got a lot of good marketplaces for these NFTs out, and I definitely think that they're not going anywhere. I think we're going to see a huge dip in them. I think people have already died off from the fad. I stopped uploading my artwork for the time being, just to kind of recoup and see where I want to put all of my hard-earned money. So NFTs are going to see a little bit of a drawback, but I definitely think they're a huge part of our future, and I think by the end of 2022 we're going to see a pretty good increase in demand for NFTs. And that's not just digital art, that is in the finance world, that is in the real estate world, that's in the insurance world, because NFTs are going to go hand in hand with smart contracts, and I would definitely look into that if that's the first time you're hearing about it. So those are my predictions for the end of 2022. I want to keep your head above water here because this is an important bear market. Institutions are pulling back on it now because they went all in on it earlier, and I think that's what you're seeing. I think that keeping your head in the right space is important, because if you right now are new to crypto and you jumped in and said, hey, I'm going to put $3,000 in the crypto, and then you experience the bear market quick, then you're probably scared and going, oh my god, where did my money just go? Well, don't worry, don't sell, don't have paper hands, and it will come back to you, because this is not the end in any way, shape, or form. And these price points that we were at is only the beginning, where you're going to see way higher price points in the near future. And let's just say governments come in and just punch crypto right in the face. In 2025, you were going to see some life-changing shit. And what happened? What happened is that before this bull market, if you got in December of 2020, when the bull market really, it started to pick up in January, and then in February it really, kind of picked up from January, and from really February to May it just took off. So if you're there just in the next December 2020 then that's when you're going to see some life-changing results, because you're going to see some stuff that you didn't even see this time around. And it's going to be a good run. Just keep your mind in the right place. Understand that there's a bunch of good projects going on. There's a bunch of great industries that have yet to adapt to crypto, that have dipped their feet in this bull market, and what's it going to look like next time. So keep calm and keep your crypto. All right, that's it. Peace.